Hello guys, I am Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. How the hell are you? Did you guys have a great weekend? I know I did. I went to IKEA and got all this really lame stuff for my background. And yeah, I got some candles, some candle holder, this little lantern, and then I got a fake flower. Nothing sets the mood like a fake flower. Now does it? Yeah, so this is my lame ass background for this video. And yeah, if you guys like my lame ass background, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I got this really awesome chair. You guys can't see it, but it's only 15 euro here in Germany. So, yeah. But yeah, for this video, I think we should talk about what to expect when PCSing to Germany in the military, army, whatever. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really long video because I have a lot of tips and information to share with you all. So I'm sorry if this does turn into a very long video. I don't mean it to be. But yeah, I do have a lot of information to share with you all if you are PCSing to Germany. This video is going to help you out a lot. Alright guys, so I have a big list of things that I have written down to talk to you guys about. So the first thing on my list is shipping your household goods, which we shipped ours about a week prior to moving here to Germany. So our household goods took about 6 weeks to get here. So that was number one. Number two is the plane ride over to Germany. So the plane ride is about 9 hours long, and if you are flying out of Baltimore, the time difference is 6 hours here in Germany from Baltimore, and everybody gets their own seat, even the kids and the babies, and everybody can bring their own luggage bag to be checked onto the plane for free. Also, you can bring a bag with you to hold all of your stuff that you want on the plane, like if you have kids, you need a ton of stuff. And also you can ship strollers and your car seat onto the plane. You can check it and it's included in the flight price, so you don't have to pay extra for that. And our flight was at night, so we were able to sleep, and that is the best advice. Sleep on the plane, please, because you will be jet lagged. Number three is when you land in Ramstein, which most military families, that's where you land, is Ramstein, which is way up north. Not too sure exactly where it is, but it's way up north. So when you land, you go through passport control, and then you'll get separated separated with your spouse for like 20 minutes. They go into another room and you go into another room, and then after that you'll be reunited, and then you go into another big room, and there's a little room where you can put your luggage that you flew over to here with. And while you're waiting in this other big room, that's where you put your luggage, and then you go into this big room and they call your spouse up by their social security number. And also in this room they'll have snacks and drinks and stuff like that for while you're waiting, which this is probably the longest you'll wait at the airport. It's a room right in the airport, and it's about 2 to 3 hours you'll be waiting in this room at Ramstein. And if you have kids, it's a nightmare because they're jet lagged and they want to play. And I had a 1-year-old at this point, and it wasn't very fun. So after you're done with that, they'll ship you to your hotel room. You'll either be staying at Ramstein or you'll be staying at another hotel, which is like 30 minutes away, which is where we were shipped to. We got on a bus and then we were shipped to this other hotel that had a restaurant in it, and we just ate there and then we fell asleep. And then the next morning the bus will come back and pick you up with all of your luggage, and then that bus will take you to your duty station. So on the bus, there's about 30 people with us that they picked up, and we all got brought to our base where we are at now, which I don't want to share that information where we are just because of safety, but I will share that when we leave here. But when we were shipped to our duty station from Ramstein to here, it was a 4-hour drive. So my advice that I didn't do for some reason, I didn't bring my car seat for my son onto the bus while we were getting here, which I wish I did, because my son was 1 and he wanted to play and run all over the place and cry, and I cried, and it was just dumb. We put our car seat and stroller and luggage under the bus where the luggage goes, but yeah, I didn't bring our car seat, and I wish I did. But also on this bus there are bathrooms as well, so that was really cool. It's like a big like tour bus, you know, that they ship you to your duty station with. Okay, and then the next thing I want to talk about is your sponsor. Sometimes a lot of the sponsors here don't get back to you or email you back or whatever. At least that is what I heard. It's on my husband's military email. That's where they get into contact with you, but the sponsors here don't really keep up on in processing soldiers, I guess. But our sponsor did. When we got here off the bus, he met us, which it was like 6 p.m. I want to say it was. And he met us and took us to our hotel. I think he bought us Burger King, actually, which was like really cool. That was really nice. If you buy me food, you're a good person, my ad. But I don't think he was a good person for what I heard. But that doesn't matter. He picked us up after we got off the bus, and then he took us to our hotel, which was another 30-minute drive. Just really long. It was a really long day, I guess, and this was like 2.5 years ago. It's a while. We've been here a while. So, yeah. So when you get to your hotel, you will stay there for 4 to 6 weeks waiting for housing. And my advice for housing, call and have your husband keep up to date with where you are on the housing list, because we were number 1 and we still took 4 to 6 weeks in that hotel waiting for a house to open up for us. So that was really fun. The hotel was the worst experience of my life. There was a lot of sad days, there were a lot of tears shed, and that hotel was a traumatic moment in my life. One of the most traumatic moments in my life. It's really sad. But I wasn't really excited to come to Germany. I'll share with you as well. It's kind of like imagine leaving what you know, your family and friends, to a foreign country, not knowing their language, not knowing their culture, nothing. It's interesting. It was an interesting turn of events in my life then. But that was 2.5 years ago, and now I'm just like, I'm accustomed to living in Germany. But while you are waiting in the hotel, your husband will do in-processing for like the first 2 to 3 weeks, and he'll be around in the hotel a lot, because he's not really working exactly. He's just in processing, so he'll be gone for a few hours and then he'll be home to spend time with you. So that was really nice, because now he is work all the time. So also with housing, it is it doesn't go by rank here. It just goes by whatever is available. That is what you get. You don't get a better house because your husband is an officer, or you don't get a better house because your husband is a higher rank. None of that matters here. It's whatever is available, that is what you get. And you get to see 2 houses, but if you turn down the first one and then you don't like the second one, then you are brought back to the bottom of the list, and then you have to wait more time in that hotel. So this was the first house we looked at, and my husband was like, yep, this is perfect, we'll take it. So, because we didn't want to be in the hotel for any longer than we were. We were there for 6 weeks. We got here February 10th, and by March 16th, we were moved into this house. And then a week later, we called for our HHG, our house of goods, and they delivered them. And yeah, so it didn't take very long to get your household goods once you get a house. Also, when you get into your house, they have loaner furniture for you for when your household goods isn't here. And you can also go to, I want to say SelfHelp is what it's called, and that's where you go to borrow like kitchen utensils, microwaves. They let us borrow a high chair for my son, and I think they have like TVs you can even borrow, just crazy stuff. But yes, but they have like a bed that is here. They have furniture, a dining room table that is all here when you move in, and then when your HHG things get here, then you call a number and they come and pick up your loaner furniture for you. So it's a very easy process actually, and yeah. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is getting your user license, which is your license that you get to drive here in Germany. There is a website that you can go to study for the test, and the website is www.userpracticetest.com, and you can watch the videos to study there to take the test. And it's a fairly easy test, and then you have to get car insurance here, which the car insurance here is very expensive. We pay $129 for one car for 1 month of insurance, and that is just insane to me because back in New York we were paying $85 for 2 cars. So it's very expensive here, and there's a lot of banks you can go and talk to here. There's other insurance companies that you can talk to here, and also if you have USAA Bank, they have car insurance through them as well for Germany. So you'll just have to do some research and find the best deal that you can find for car insurance. But if you need to buy a car here, which we did, we bought 2 cars, and my other car is back home in New York. It's not here, we didn't ship it. So we bought cars here, and there's a ton of Facebook groups that you can join that sells cars. There's tons of car dealerships around bases that you can buy new cars at or used cars at if you don't want to buy from a person or a private sale. So my next tip that I want to talk about is phones, and I suggest getting a prepaid phone like this. It is $25 for 3 months. Well, it's $25, but it lasts about 3 months, and that's like constantly texting and calling. And yeah, I suggest this because you do not want a contract with a phone company like T-Mobile, because my husband was actually briefed about this subject, and they say not to get a contract phone with them because they are very well known for taking advantage of soldiers, which is what happened to us because we got a contract phone. We wanted to have internet while we were running around Germany, but my husband ended up leaving for 4 months, and then I left for 4 months, and then we froze our account, but we had a month prior to that we didn't pay, so they ended up charging us $1,400 for that 1 month that we didn't pay, that they didn't let us know that we owed that payment while we were freezing our account to not charge us. So that is what happened with us. So I suggest going the prepaid route so you don't end up paying $1,400 for stupid phones, so you have internet. So my next tip that I want to talk to you about is getting your passport. Your husband or spouse will make an appointment at the old base that you are at, and then you go to your appointment and they take passport pictures of you and your dependent, well, not your dependents, but your spouse's dependents, like his wife and his kids, or her wife or her husband and kids will go to your appointment to get your passports, which are only to live in Germany. If you want your traveler's passports, you can make an appointment where he is in processing it, or you can get your passport before you PCS to Germany. which is the route I suggest going. And also, if you have your traveler's passports, I suggest Ryanair to travel with because it's super cheap and it's like 60 euro to travel from Germany to Rome or anywhere else just in Europe. It's an awesome flight company if you wanted to travel just Europe, and they're really cheap, and yeah, that's what I suggest doing. So the next thing I want to talk about is the commissaries. The American military here in Germany is very lucky with the fact that we have commissaries here because the commissary carry American brand foods. So that is super convenient if you like your American brand food, if that is the food you grew up on. You have a comfort there that you can go to the commissary and get your favorite American brand foods. Yes, there are commissaries all around Germany that you can go to. You just need your military ID to enter them. So that's really awesome, I think. So next is I want to talk about your ESSO card, which is your card to get gas on American military bases. Otherwise, you have to go off base and it's like double the price to get gas. And it's very expensive, and I do not suggest doing that unless you absolutely have to. So your ESSO card, when you register your card here, you are given an ESSO card. And then you are able to buy gas with that. Also, you can put money on your ESSO card to go to other ESSO gas stations around Germany to put gas in your car for the price of American gas prices. So I think that is a very awesome incentive for Americans to be in Germany, for sure. The last fun tip I'm going to share with you is their training schedule here in Germany. And where we are stationed at, my husband is gone a lot in the winter, but he is around a lot in the summer. So it's like good and bad with that. But with them being gone for training a lot, it's really hard to travel here or to make reservations to travel because their training is always changing, or they get put on CQ, which is a 24-hour shift. And so that is really difficult to make plans to travel. So, or reservations at a hotel or anything. Traveling is not an easy thing here, especially when you have a kid to add on to that. But I'm going to give you an example for exactly how much they are gone training. So from September to May of this year, so September of last year to May of this year, my husband was gone at least 2 weeks every month, if not the whole month. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months. 9 months. And then the other 3 months are summer months. They're around. But they're gone at least 2 weeks, if not the entire month, to train during that other 9 months. So you are alone a lot, I will say. So yeah, and it's hard if you have kids and you have no family or friends here to help you or get breaks. But I've been here for 2.5 years, and I will say that I am used to the no help, the lack of help with being a parent. So you just gotta grow accustomed to that, and that just comes with the territory of PCSing to Germany, is their training schedule. They train here a lot, and they go to different countries all around Europe because they are our allies, so they have to go there and train. So the first 6 months to a year here is really tough, but you will grow accustomed to it and you will get used to it, I promise. And if you don't, you can always go back home, I guess. But I'm here because I want my husband to watch my son grow when he's able to watch him grow. So, yeah. But if you have any other questions or comments, you can leave a comment down below, and I will try to answer it with my best knowledge. Otherwise, you can go and research any information that you have to know, or you can add yourself to Army Wives pages for Germany on Facebook, which is what I did, and that's a great way to get your questions answered as well. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Lisa_Pisa22YT, and I post that every day, so if you want to know what I'm up to every day, you can go and follow me there. And yeah, I love Instagram. It's a great way to share my life when I'm not doing YouTube videos. Also, consider subscribing to my channel so you can see more videos of me living in Germany, being an army wife, being a mama. And yeah, till next time, cheers!